Smartphones are supposed to make our lives easier, right? But if you've been following Apple's pricing strategy, it feels like every new iPhone makes your wallet just a little lighter. And no, not because of a slimmer design, but because Apple keeps finding ways to sneak in price hikes that somehow we all still end up paying for. So today, let's break down the iPhone 17's rumored price increase, why Apple might be doing it, and whether buyers should brace themselves for another hit to their bank accounts. Now, the big headline is this. According to analyst Edison Lee, all four models of the iPhone 17 lineup could see a $50 increase compared to their iPhone 16 counterparts. On paper, $50 might sound like the cost of a nice dinner out, but in the context of Apple pricing, it's symbolic. It's yet another reminder that flagship smartphones are no longer just phones, they're ultra-premium lifestyle devices. If these projections are right, we're looking at a base iPhone 17 starting at $849, plus hitting around $1,049, and the Pro Max climbing to a staggering $1,249, assuming it starts with 256 gigabytes of storage. And this isn't even counting the mysterious new player in the rumor mill. It's the iPhone 17 Air. This is where things get interesting. The iPhone 17 Air has only recently entered the conversation, but whispers suggest it could be Apple's boldest experiment in years. Think thinner, lighter, and ultra-premium. But here's the catch: it might not be cheaper as the Air branding usually implies. Instead, some reports suggest it could surpass the iPhone 16 Pro Max in cost. Imagine that, a phone so light. On weight, but so heavy on your credit card bill, this would fit Apple's long-running strategy of creating more pricing tiers, or status symbols, and giving people just enough reason to justify paying more. But this isn't the first time Apple has pulled something like this. Back in 2017, the iPhone X became the first iPhone to break the $1,000 barrier. And everyone thought customers would revolt. Spoiler alert, they didn't. In fact, demand was sky high because Apple convinced people it was revolutionary. Fast forward to 2023, and Apple pulled what analysts called a stealth price hike. Instead of raising the official price of the iPhone 15 Pro Max, they quietly removed the 128 gigabyte entry-level option. It's forcing everyone to pay an extra $100 for the 256 gigabyte version. The price tag on paper looked the same, but the average selling price jumped up. Classic Apple keeping optics clean while still increasing revenue. So why might Apple raise prices again in 2025? The reasons are actually pretty clear. Rising component costs play a huge role. As advanced technologies like the A19 Bionic chip, cutting-edge micro-LED displays, and titanium frames don't come cheap, then there's Apple Intelligence, their big push into AI, which requires faster chips, stronger neural engines, and more storage, all of which cost more to make. The rumored iPhone 17 Air also plays into this, as thinner, lighter, futuristic devices require expensive R&D, new chassis engineering, and next-generation panels. On top of that, global inflation and currency shifts have already been pushing prices higher outside the US, and Apple has no interest in competing with budget brands like Xiaomi or Realme. Instead, by raising the entry price, they reinforce the iPhone's exclusivity. For Apple, the iPhone isn't just a phone, it's a luxury product. At the end of the day, Apple knows its audience. For many, buying an iPhone isn't just a purchase, CIDs, an investment in the ecosystem, the prestige, the design, and, let's be honest, the bragging rights. Apple has mastered the art of making its products feel less like gadgets and more like luxury lifestyle items. And when you're selling luxury, a $50 bump doesn't scare people. Often it makes the product feel even more exclusive. So, should we be upset about yet another iPhone price increase? Maybe. But history tells us one thing: Apple will raise prices, customers will complain, and then millions of people will still line up to buy the newest iPhone anyway. What do you think? Is Apple pushing its luck too far? Or are you willing to pay more for the latest innovation? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear where you stand on this. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Apple's pricing strategy, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Tap the bell icon so you never miss future updates, and check out the videos on your screen for more Apple news and insights. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.